playMick Schumacher makes F1 debut with Ferrari test. 0:55. 20-year-old Mick Schumacher continued to follow in his father's footsteps with a successful test session for Ferrari in Bahrain. 0:55. Manama, Bahrain. Mick Schumacher made his Formula One debut in Bahrain on Tuesday, driving for the Ferrari team that took his father Michael to the 5 of his 7 world titles. A summary of Mick Schumacher's career to date and a look at what we can expect from him in the future. Whatever may or may not happen to Mick Schumacher during his first F1 drive this week, it will not be a patch on the extraordinary events surrounding his father's Michael's debut in August 1991, recalls Maurice Hamilton. Schumacher was the center of attention as he completed his first 56 laps at the wheel of an F1 car, while Red Bull's Max Verstappen clocked the fastest time of the day. The Ferrari Driver Academy is evaluating Schumacher as a potential F1 prospect over the coming years, and the 20-year-old is due to drive for Alfa Romeo in the second day of the test on Wednesday. Mick Schumacher made his F1 debut with Ferrari on Tuesday. Lars Barron, Getty Images. The morning session got underway with a scrum of photographers outside the Ferrari garage, while Schumacher's mother, Corinna, watched her son's early progress from the pit wall. Some of the Ferrari mechanics had worked on his father's car during the height of Ferrari's dominance in the early 2000s, and seeing the family name back on the side of the car was an evocative image. The desert circuit was hit by a rare downpour just after midday, resulting in a 4-hour delay as dust and rainwater combined to make for treacherous track conditions. Cars returned to the circuit with roughly 90 minutes remaining in it. With the track drying rapidly, Schumacher started to light up the timing screens. He was the first driver to dip under the 1:30 mark, with a 1:29.976 as he traded quick laps with Verstappen. The pair, who went on family holidays together in their youth, were closely matched on the timesheets, but Schumacher was using the softest, grippiest tires in Pirelli's range, while Verstappen used a set 2 steps harder. On his final run, Verstappen set a 1:29.379, beating Schumacher's best effort by 0.597s despite the slower tires. Mick Schumacher set his best time on Pirelli's fastest tire. Lars Barron, Getty Images. But comparisons are not really fair in testing, and Schumacher's commitment around the lap still impressed for a debut. He finished the session second fastest ahead of McLaren's Lando Norris in third, with Romain Grosjean fourth fastest in the Haas. Schumacher's presence somewhat eclipsed the return of Fernando Alonso in a second McLaren car being used for Pirelli tire testing. It was Alonso's first time in a contemporary F1 car since his farewell race in Abu Dhabi last November, and he completed 50 laps in total. He will return to the car for another half-day of tire testing on Wednesday. Reigning champion Lewis Hamilton, who famously dislikes testing, set the 6th fastest time as he worked through a series of test programs on the Mercedes over 71 laps. McLaren, Haas and Williams all split the running between 2 drivers, while Toro Rosso also ran a second car as part of Pirelli's tire testing. Times at close 1. Max Verstappen, Red Bull, 1:29.379, 69 laps, C3, 2. Mick Schumacher, Ferrari, 1:29.976, 56 laps, C5, 3. Lando Norris, McLaren, 1:30.800, 22 laps, C3, 4. Romain Grosjean, Haas, 1:30.982, 42 laps, C3, 5. Alexander Albon, Toro Rosso, 1:31.089, 71 laps, C3, 6. Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes, 1:31.156, 77 laps, C3, 7. Daniel Ricciardo, Renault, 1:31.584, 45 laps, C4, 8. Lance Stroll, Racing Point, 1:31.964, 32 laps, C3, 9. Carlos Sainz, McLaren, 1:32.059, 32 laps, C2, 10. Antonio Giovinazzi, Alfa Romeo, 1:32.067, 53 laps, C3, 11. Pietro Fittipaldi, Haas, 1:32.708, 20 laps, C3, 12. Robert Kubica, Williams, 133.290, 19 laps, C3, 13. George Russell, Williams, 133.682, 27 laps, C3.